All right, guys, what's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. KAVL, quite the stock here to start the day. Quite the stock. But yeah, good morning. For those of you guys on YouTube, remember our disclaimer, all right? Remember that day trading is, of course, risky business. Takes time to learn and the craft. So to jump into our watch list, I'll post the extended watch list here. LGVN, AIMD. There's also two others in FOXO, cheaper stock, and ONMD. As usual, I'm going to post that to the alert section as well as to the YouTube live stream. So KAVL, with this recent surge here over the last 5 minutes, is going to take over as the #1 stock of the day. I mean, absolutely impressive. I can double check to see if there's news. Let's see. Says 21 hours ago. Form S1. Not seeing anything for this morning, but this is definitely an incredible push. We're up 186% in just 5 minutes with 2.7 million shares of volume. High point is at 469. Low of the pullback is around 380. This is pretty impressive here. 389 rather for the low of the pullback, but you know, it's a pretty tight pullback versus the move up. We'll see if it does come down a little more. But overall, looking pretty healthy, looking pretty decent. The daily chart could be better, but you know, we got the daily candle making the new high, so you know, we'll see. We'll see if it keeps pushing the 200 EMAs at 547 on the daily chart. Other than that, there's a daily level on April 16th and April 15th. We got 614 and 969. 969 a level. I mean, after a big green day, let's see, on the 15th of April, we pushed up from 265 to 969. So that's pretty impressive. If this is to go all the way there today, this could be a pretty interesting day. So we'll see how it does. That's KAVL. That's my alarm there for screen recording, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. For those of you in MMU, make sure that your screen recording is turned on. Make sure that your screen recording is turned on. All right, all set. So this one will be my main stock. Other than that, LGVN from yesterday held up its levels. And, you know, we had 391, yesterday's high. How will we do today? We can probably get the new high, and this might keep going. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Yesterday, as if for those of you who saw the recap, you'll know that I missed a few of the key breakout areas. Today, I'll be looking forward to the opportunities if we can see another good move. So we've had a nice flag. The low of the flag here has been around 322. We've had a bit of a midpoint around 355, and the pre-market high is up there at 91, which is essentially yesterday's high. So this looks decent. If it can, you know, we'll see. It looks decent, especially if we can continue get that uptrend, right? Maybe push all the way up to 455, right? It's possible. LGVN, continuation name, only up 27%, but again, continuation. AIMD is another stock here that I'm watching in terms of my top three. AIMD, this one is up 39%. We had a pre-market high of 157, but it did come down significantly all the way down here to about 107. Let's double check here. What's the low? Yeah, about 108. We're bouncing up. We'll see how it does. Maybe there could be something here, but VWAP is up at 30, so we'll see. All depends on if we can get that sweet red to green. The daily chart here, 200 EMAs at 185. 185, 200 EMA, and we had a day on May 23rd where we had a high point of 146. So if we get back to 150 area, I want to see this thing immediately pushing through without weaker candlesticks, let's say, without too much lingering. Even if it lingers a little bit, let's just say stronger candlesticks. That way, we're more likely to get a breakthrough pre-market high because we already had some weakness here with some topping wicks around 8:20 a.m., which wasn't ideal. So we'll see how this does. In terms of the extended list, we do have ONMD. We'll see. Daily chart is not the best. It's popped up a little bit. I'm not sure if it'll give a move, but I have it on here just in case. Some days you just never know, man. The stock that you least expect sometimes is the one that takes off. That's why I at least just keep these on the list. FOXO, another one, a little cheaper. FOXO. This one is a sub $1 stock, around 30 cents. Can we hold up and perhaps curl over the pre-market highs? The sub $1 price range has definitely cooled off a little bit, but that doesn't mean we can't see something on this one today. So I got my pre-market levels mapped out at least in case it does give a move. I can switch over to it and look to get involved. The 200 EMA on FOXO is at 42.83. 42 cents, cheaper stock. But yeah, my main three are going to be KAVL, LGVN, and AIMD. From there, I'll be willing to rotate through and through to see what else is moving. Here's the 2-minute warning. Let's see. Let's make sure my share size is set. Yeah, I want to make sure my share size is set here. KAVL 469 for the highs, we'll see. LGVN, I'll look to start small on this one as well, just 1,000 shares. And then I'll go from there. KAVL came out of nowhere, and we haven't really been seeing a lot of stocks pre-market do what this one did. It's been some time, right? This used to happen a lot more frequently last year. I mean, pre-market used to be a lot hotter, but all right, we'll see how this one does. With 50 seconds to the open, it's another beautiful day. I'm looking forward to being disciplined, looking forward to being patient. And the moment we get something that's strong, that's like moving linear and well, I want to be aggressive. So, let's see what the market has in store for us today. Remember to follow your rules, guys. That's the number one thing. Be sure to follow your rules. KAVL. KAVL. Okay. 10 seconds to the opening bell. 10 seconds. Let's see how it does around this $4 area. The high's at 469. Here we go. It definitely has a little bit of range to it. Can we see it over 40? It's having some trouble over 40. Yeah, I was just about to say it might come down. We're gonna see $4 there. Alright, I gotta be careful not give back. That's already a bit of a loss. What's the low? 4. We're seeming to be holding still. Giving it a sec. $4.10 by $4.17. The ask was at 22 right there. That's pretty impressive. Okay, LGVN is also doing well. LGVN, switching gears. I'm going to keep this one up on screen though. Can't afford to miss a red to green there if it curls up. LGVN, we got a high of about 370. We might need to see more of a pullback here, LGVN. KAVL, on the other hand, is back at 4 area. There's 403. We got 3 minutes left in this 5-minute candle. The lows were at 364. Honestly, it's not bad. It's kind of a bit of a double bottom versus the pre-market low on that consolidation. So we'll see. It's definitely looking pretty bullish here so far. I haven't sized up or anything yet. Still taking it easy. Want to build a little bit more of a cushion. There's LGVN giving a small move, but a little tricky. Perhaps the dips are going to be better on that one, similar to yesterday. Time, 2 minutes. It is possible that it goes all the way here, but we got to be careful. There's a bit of a spread. Aggressive entry is going to pay off. False breakout. I'm going to watch this dip. That's going to be beautiful. Lovely. That was 360, which was our previous support. It's going to go to 55 and then back to 95. I'm going to size down and protect the gains. Back over 410 could be very interesting, but we don't love that we just had a false breakout there over the highs. There's 4, but there's a bit of a spread. We're back at 88 on the bids. If it gets to like 420 again, I'd expect it to go straight up to like a halt. If it's to get back to that type of price. That aggressive entry that I took at 30, because I needed to be, I should have been in at 9. I should have bought back at 9 on the dip, but I waited because I was thinking maybe it might go a little lower. I didn't want to get filled on the ask at like 14 and stopping out below 4. So I waited, and then it was already back at 20, so I took the breakout at 30. What was that, 64 for a high? So, sometimes that's why you can miss a trade, right? You miss the dip, then you feel like the breakout area is so high because the dip is at 408. You're buying at 430. But the breakout in this case goes all the way to 460. Risky entry pays off. LGVN is the other stock that's moving, but this one I think maybe a bit more. I might need more of a pullback and then try to see if I can't hold a little longer to get a better move because the scalps might not be as good here. ZAPP from yesterday. How are we doing? Definitely worth keeping an eye on. Oh, and LGVN is, well, is it failing perhaps? Oh, I'm gonna hesitate there at 50. See, this is the thing for me when I'm definitely like looking at multiple stocks and these type of things. Like, I'm gonna miss this pullback here. Opportunity costing. But it would have been a tricky dip to take, though. I mean, it came to VWAP, but it definitely looked like maybe it might have been backside the way how it was coming down aggressive like that. The low was 50 exactly at $0.50. VWAP was 56. Now it's back at 70. So it's gonna be a great bounce for anybody who took the chance of getting in down there. Yeah, I saw ZAPP hit the scan, so I'm like, let me check it out. GameStop is also in play today. It's been in play the last couple of days. So now that I missed that entry at 50, I mentioned earlier I wanted to pull back. So, now I'm asking myself, where's a good place to get in? The breakouts are not working super well because it's more grinding up, right? I gotta wait. I gotta wait. KAVL, perhaps over 90 could be interesting. I'm gonna go long. KVL. What's it gonna be? Can we get a surprise move back up? Come on. KB. 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 5. 5. 10. KB. The KVL is coming back up. Damn, that's a high fill. Crap. Come on. That would have been a good trade. I shouldn't have bought market there. It's certainly in a place where it could do well, but it definitely is a little spready. Will we see a squeeze? Will we see a squeeze? I'm botching it. I'm botching it. Dang it, man. I didn't make anything from 4 to 440. Not great. I'll pull it up on the screen here at the bottom in a sec. Come on, give us a little bit more of a dip. If not, I'll take the breakout over 40. Wow, that is beautiful. Back in. Can we see a retest of those highs? Shit. I gotta use size. Can we get halted up here at 97? Ah, my goodness. Okay. All right. I kind of missed like two trades there at the end, but that's all right. Um, and this is like a 10-cent loss, 3,000. But in at 38, out at 76. I gotta size up, but there's gonna be a lot of risk with the resumption, and I don't want to be too hasty, so I'm gonna play it somewhat safe. I'm gonna play it safe and just take it slow throughout the move, and then size back up once we get like a better consolidation because we're extended. I gotta protect the gains. We are coming into the 200 EMA, which is worth noting at 547. So if this resumption is strong, hopefully it goes straight through and we get halted up again before consolidation. That way the 200 EMA can be support and not resistance. We'll see how it plays out. I shouldn't have pulled it up on YouTube because I missed the trade. I missed the trade. I really have to stop doing that, man. I missed the trade from about 60 back to the highs again by looking away to take that couple seconds. I'm not sure what that comment is trying to say, but okay. Resumption time will be at 46:47. 46:47. We're halted up at 497. It's showing 5. It's showing flat, but we'll see. Oh, man. Do I risk it for the biscuit or do I just go moderate? I've been giving back way too much profits, so I can't go aggressive. At least I don't want to go aggressive. I just don't want to see myself flat, and it could happen even with this small size. So I think I'll use 1800 shares here. I guess I'll do 1700. I'll go in the middle. I'll have size ready, but I'll have to be careful if I decide to use size. I still have to fix my DAS hotkeys. So waiting here patiently. BPTH 4647. How's BPTH? 4647. We got about a minute. Guys, don't forget to utilize the P&L section, all right? LGVN, it's still doing its thing, but again, maybe the dips are better. KAVL, the 200 EMA is around 547. Depending on how it opens, I might go for the trade, but if there's no entry, I'm not gonna push for it. Deep breath, no fear, no hesitation in the next 10 seconds. We're at 497, and here we go. Oh, oh. It's choppy. What was that? What was that low? There's 20. Ay, ay, ay. All right, easing off. I've given back 800. I tried to go for the high of day trade. It was risky because I knew I was going to get a high fill. It did not continue immediately. Can we get a dip here at this point? It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It's halting up here at 13, false halt. It would have been nice to see a dip from like 75 area down. Maybe 40 would have been great. Even here, if we can see something, but it might not dip. I mean, 80. Do I want to take 80? Probably not. 87 on the ask. 652 for the halt up. All right, sizing down some more. Unbelievable. 4 losing trades in a row. It still hasn't really dipped. I mean, we've pulled back a little off the halt level, but only 13. Come on. 15, 24. I could have jumped in at 20, and I didn't. There's 38. Son of a gun. Why do we have to fall out of being so smooth? If that resumption dips immediately, there's a clear entry. Or if it goes immediately, then dips. The halt right here is at 71. Still watching, waiting. I don't know, man. I think maybe I leave it alone here. It's up so much now that if it does dip, it might not be the bottom. We kind of are super extended now. So a good thing I didn't go with super huge size, or I'd already been red. It only takes a trade or two. 84 for the halt up. Might get locked in here. It is. Not good, not good. Oh, is that 47? 40, 46? Yeah, you see, this entry wasn't bad. This was not bad because there's that 15 cents of slippage is perfectly fine for me trying because under resumption, it's like a hesitation. It drops slightly and then over 5. So I'm basically trying for break of 5 and a new high. So if I'm in at 15, if it's super strong, is where we want to see immediately like 540, 550, 560, and us halting up again. But I'm in. Maybe the high might have been like 18 or 20. and immediately before I can blink, it's at 470. So this is a massive loss here. It's a fair trade. I like the trade, but sometimes, you're not going to get the time to get out with that tight stop. 35 cents, 1,700 shares. Not good. So if I had like 4K size, hello the depths. Then let's see. So we got back in. Where am I? 515. We got back in for a breakout. No good. That's the same breakout level of 18. 89. Oh my gosh, I got destroyed. What's this? No, that's 58. Okay, this is a much better trade. But that's on the way up though. So buying, it did dip, it did dip to 4. It dipped to like 475. That was the best area to be in. If you're in there and you gave it time, maybe you got filled 480. I mean, it did its thing. Hindsight 2020. Freaking mosquitoes. Mosquitoes. So resumption time is gonna be 55. I think I'm gonna stick to. I'm gonna come down in size even more because we gave back 900. So I'm gonna drop down to just 400 shares to be honest. If I made money, I could have been more aggressive, but I have no choice here but to size down. I'm gonna do 1K max size. Trying to protect the gains as best as I can. It's crazy the mindset though, because for sure, if I'm seeing solid days every day on a stock like this, I would go 3-4K shares and just go for it. But we haven't really been doing our best these last few weeks, so right now there's room to 969 if we're to retest that daily level. We are above the 200 EMA, so if it is to pull back, it's potentially could be a place where we can find support. We got about a minute, 15 seconds. No, we for sure hit that thumbs up. The reason why I don't say hit the thumbs up as much as I used to, I don't know, man. We have like 600 people every day, and there's only like 100 people hitting a thumbs up. And then when I shut down the live stream early, everybody complains. I at this point, I hardly say it, but it's still nice when people hit the thumbs up. It helps out the channel tremendously. So if you're watching on and you're a real one, hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. And remember our disclaimer, right? Which is that day trading is risky business. I've lost 900 bucks hitting the buy button 4 times in the last couple seconds. Doesn't take a lot to lose money. %50 haircut. Waiting. It's tricky. I'm gonna wait. Terrible fill there. I bought at 615. I got filled at like 65. Brutal. 30 fill. Oh my gosh. All right. It's choppy. It's tricky. You gotta be careful. Maybe I walk away with my 1K. That was close. issue is that it's not dipping as much as it should after a big move. It's holding high and it's not immediately going, so you could get chopped out buying higher. Can we see another dip? A real dip. I'm gonna watch Hive Day because it doesn't seem like it's dipping. So with this small size, I can probably be nimble. I'm hoping I can be nimble to be out quickly. If it doesn't want to go. Unless we dip here. Seven. I guess. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. 7. 7. 70. I got 92. Goodness. Gosh. The depths. Alright. Small loss. Waiting. Taking 40. Now this is the dip I don't mind giving time. Unless it stops me out. Come on. Oh, that sucks. Okay. What was the low? About 90? 95? But that might have been the low right there. It needs to hold up. Is it done? Is it finished? Is it backside? There's a small bit there. Well, I'll take what I have and leave. Man. Again though, this is part of the risk when a stock goes up so much without pulling back, is that the dip sometimes hard to capture. So we are now seeing a bounce after a low of about 580. 580 to 650. This candle is going to close on 5 and not in great shape. We didn't get super close to 969, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this is the backside. My instinct is telling me to take my money and leave. 900 bucks. Well, we were up maybe 2.2 at the high. I say maybe bigger size earlier in the move. I could have for sure been using like 5,000 shares rather than the 2K and 1,500 I used. That could have at least pushed us to like 4K. And I think we would have still sized down after the resumption because the volatility would have been there. We probably could have been walking away a little higher in gains, right? But all in all, good stuff. If it's the backside, then I want to take my leave. It's Friday. Nothing wrong with our early Friday. Yeah, we can do a quick rotation here. AIMD, FOXO, ONMD is trying. Over, what's the high here? Over 647 could be interesting. For KVL. I'll stick to my small size though. The lows here around 80s. '80 is fighting for now. I gotta make sure I'm not playing with fire here. But I'm watching to see if it gives a bounce back to like 40. It has everything it needs, but it's struggling here. Why? Why? Or am I not holding long enough? Brother, should be flying. Oh, that's a terrible fill on the ask. One share fills. Lovely. That was close. So I'm trying for the bear flag breakout here. Although I'm not waiting for 40, I'm trying to like anticipate it. But we had so much green printing between 605 and 620, and nothing happened. Come on. And again, maybe I'm playing with fire here. So, hmm. Short sellers, perhaps. If it gets above 20, I might consider getting back in. I'm coming down to 600 shares. There's 20. Can we get above 20? 20 again. 20 on the ask again. There's green. Okay, 25. 14, 11, 8. Gallows. All right. That's it. Waiting. ONMD didn't really do much. Gosh. Man. The one thing with these huge days is that you have to put out risk. So, it's going to be interesting over these next couple of weeks. I'm trying my best to ease and press, but it definitely gets tricky at times, especially with these losses in areas where, resumption trades historically for me are great, but, you know, sometimes they're messy. Day trading, I tell you. We would not have wanted any other way. It needs to be this way. It needs to be tricky. It needs to be difficult. So that we know for a fact that our discipline and our hard work is paying off when we can get to that level of consistency. It's flirting here around this 80 level, which is right now support, but I'm kind of on the sidelines, just waiting, watching. All right, we'll see how this thing does. I'm gonna do a rotation here too. LGVN didn't hold up that well. ONMD, not much better. ZAPP, no good. KAVL, can the 5-minute candle make a new high eventually? Or are we on the backside preparing to go lower? $684, $804. No, this stock is a tricky stock, and I'm seeing some messages in the chat, and we gotta be careful, right, when it comes to just what trading is. The fine line, the fine line. It's something Marcelo says a lot. It's pretty tricky, man. There's gonna be areas where simply because of a hesitation, that makes the difference. Every day is so close. I look at the 3 red days I have so far in the month, and I look at them and it's like, man, like I should have ended green those days, but it's so close. Yesterday, I showed the archive on the recap. I literally look away to create an order entry, which took me just 2 seconds, and in that time I look back, the stock is up 40 cents. I couldn't even get a chance to buy. Sometimes it's something that simple, especially for traders who are using share size. You capture a move like that with with big size, 5-6K shares. Before you know it, the day is looking pretty decent, right? It's why when I size up, we can see those huge days. SDIG needs a little more volume. We'll see. You might have hesitated somewhere, or you might have simply traded correctly and got a bad fill here and there. And sometimes that can make a difference too. Maybe the spreads were tight, you bought, but you still got filled into the moon. You couldn't hold the entry, you had to cut it because of the risk. The stock goes up 50 cents. Those are the type of things we're dealing with all day. And it's why it is easy to get frustrated. But, we got to remind ourselves that, it's part of the deal. It's part of the unwritten contract that we have with the market and the volatility. CNSP halted, 10-minute halt. Is it worth watching? It might have a lot of risk. I would not trade it with big size. Where are we at? It's $5. It's showing 695 resumption. I'm gonna come down to 400 shares. Yeah, I'm using pretty small size, but I need to be convinced and make sure the volume is there before. Time 10. Well, it's already been 10 minutes. It should have resumed at 10 and 2 seconds. It's 11 and 50 seconds. MDIA. This one moved up recently. Not that much going on. Might have to filter for more volume here on the stream. What is it? Actually, what is it? Let's see. Settings. What's the volume profile looking like? This is stream 1, stream 2, or let's do 400K. Yeah, so CNSP might just be trouble, being that it's not 10 minutes. I mean, I don't know. It's showing 6, right? It's showing 6, which is like $1 share resumption, but the volume is light. There's going to be a ton of risk. It's 10:13 a.m. and we're just taking it easy. WHLR. Pulling up a lot of these stocks because they were recent stocks, and this one looks good. Yesterday's high, volume, spread. There's a bit of a spread. WHLR. 422 was yesterday's high though. I'm late. 5-day is pretty high. 80. 55. A stock like this though, I'd like to see more volume over time. Time. There's less than a minute left in the 5-minute candle. I would expect this to curl back up to 70. But if not, small size and tight stops. There's 53. Time. There's a new candle. Can the 1-minute candle eventually make the new high? KAVL still sideways at 550. Alright, cutting this one scratch. 38. 39. Why am I doing it to myself? Okay. Yeah, so this may be a good place, man. This may be a good place. CNSP. There's that CNSP resumption. How's the level 2 looking? 6:45. I guess it was 15 minutes. 38. Well, like this is a resumption. Where's the move? 30. 16 by 30. CNSP. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. That's the day. I'm gonna take my 700. How much am I up? 800. I'm gonna take my 800 and run. That was close. Man, I tell you, with these stocks, nice $100 on the dip. Back in as we retest the level of 6. It's halting down. Come on. From 630 to the depths. All right, I'm taking my $800 and I'm running. I'm disappointed in Monday and Friday. Friday, I think I overtraded. Was that the day I overtraded? Yeah, yep. It's the thing with the market. It's so tricky because there are days where you stay and then you do so well, and then other days you stay, you're just giving back, shutting it down and taking the gains, shutting it down and taking the gains. We gave back more than 50%, so we got to make the responsible decision here. I think that's gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen. Are people talking smack about me? Hold on, let me go see these YouTube comments real quick. Who dares try to talk smack on the GOAT himself? Let's see what the people are saying here. You know, I did a video reading mean comments before. It was hilarious. But the reason why mean comments don't affect me is because I put myself out there in the public's eye. You know, like I'm doing this thing here in front of hundreds of people, and people are going to have their opinion. And on top of that, there are going to be days where I don't trade as well, right? And especially for the casual viewer who they don't really understand hyper scalping strategy, it's very easy to watch what I'm doing and say, what the hell is this? This is nonsense. Doesn't make any sense. And a million different variations of that and just opinions. And so, you know, it's completely okay. As long as somebody isn't being disrespectful. That's the main thing. But it's all good in the neighborhood. I'm chilling, man. I'm very grateful to be able to be doing this and, you know, being able to make money doing it. So the number one thing is about me is that I'm transparent, right? And that's the number one thing with the community as well. We're very transparent. We don't hide anything. We show our red, green, and everything in between. And I'll show you guys how the year is looking. I mean, I don't mind, right? Again, it's nothing to hide. It's June 14th. If we go back to January, we can show you our trader view stats. We can share our trader view stats here. All right. I actually have to do this on 2 screens. Detailed. You know, these are our trader view stats for the year, right? We, you know, regardless of how we perform, to be honest, you know, I know who I am. You know, I've known who I've been for a long time now. So even before YouTube, so that's what makes it easy for me to come on here in front of millions of people. You know, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. You know, broadcasting and being in the public's eye. it's not something that's for everybody. You know, you really have to be self-aware. You have to understand human psychology. You have to know that people will say certain things. Sometimes they will have intentions. Other times it can be from ignorance, right? And not bad ignorance, but just ignorance as in not knowing. Like I get the question that's very interesting that I get is and this is maybe especially on Instagram, Twitter, or so forth. How in the world do you take so many trades? How are the commissions? And I always ask myself, man, like, it seems like it's traders. It doesn't seem like it's just like a random person, right? Because a random person wouldn't really ask why you're taking so many trades. It has to be somebody who at least understands the aspect of commissions. But at the same time, it's in my head, it's like, hey, are you living under a rock? Don't you know that commissions are free at many platforms? So a lot of people they don't consider these. So those type of questions and different type of questions and stuff will come, you know, all the time. So you just got to move with positivity and again understand human psychology. But it's all good in the neighborhood. Relentless traders chilling. It's been a great year. Even if the year is to end today, it's been a great year. Last year we did 175. Right now we're at 160 and we have 6 more months. So I feel great. Do I think I underperformed the last 2 months? Yes, but I feel great. I feel proud. And I'm just going to keep working. This is how it's always been. I'm just going to keep working. I'm going to keep studying. And I'm going to keep pushing. That's just the name of the game. Slow and steady progress. And hopefully that can compound over the weeks, months, and years. But yeah, stay safe, stay green. The wheel spin, I can't forget the wheel spin. Let me pull this up, show you guys the wheel. We're going to be announcing the winner tomorrow. Today's the last day, by the way, to get involved in the program. For those of you who are interested in Merciless Markets, which is a day trading service. So somebody asked, hey, why are you guys not hitting the thumbs up? Someone claimed it, hey, it's because he's selling a course. So I'm gonna come here shamelessly now with this service to show to you guys. For those of you who are interested, right? If you ask me, it's the best that there is. Why? Not because I made it, but because of what it offers, right? There's the A to Z course itself, which goes from zero to advanced, going over all the strategies that I trade. Not only that, it comes with one-on-one mentorship throughout the duration of your subscription, which is 1 year long. Not many people will have access to their mentor directly for 30 minutes or 1 hour at a time via video calls and screen sharing to ask any question in the world about this craft. So I'm very proud of that, of course, and I do one-on-one sessions almost every day. And so students essentially have an unlimited amount of them. The beautiful thing about our community and the classes is that it's small, so we can't afford to give our time to the students. In the next couple of years, can we get so many students to where it's impossible to do one-on-one sessions because there's too many people? That could be a thing, but at least for now, we do them because we have the freedom and the time, right? So there's that, and I think that's pretty big, right? You guys can always come on the website, check out the curriculum. Our coupon code Miami is going to expire today at midnight. Besides the one-on-one mentorships, of course, we have our live trading archive, which is uploaded every day. Some people might not know what that is, so I'll demonstrate. That is the live trading video, including all the indicators that we use. So for example, today's archive, which is this one right here, I already ended it, showing off KAVL and all the areas that I'm watching at on the level 2 to take my trades. It's all here. So when it comes to being transparent, once again, we don't hide anything. Everything is here. There's impossible for me to hide anything with this screen, which is uploaded to the students every day. The live trading archive. The youth is, it's why I can come on YouTube and talk. And there's gonna be people who watch the YouTube live stream who learn how to trade just from the things I say, and I understand that. And if someone is able to, then that's great for them, you know. Um, Throughout the years, a few people have spoken to me, and they've said that. A few have hinted towards it. People have told me to charge for the live stream. I don't know. I don't know about doing that. Maybe at some point in the future, but not for now. For sure, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, there's a reason why 600 people tune in every day, right? It's not for just nonsense. So there's value in the live stream, of course. But besides me being a part of this thing, this beautiful service, there's also some amazing mentors, traders in Tom, right? Triad Trading. There's Marcelo, aka Mighty Stocks, and then there's Tim, aka Tim Trading with Tim. And you can find these guys on YouTube as well, right? Great team. I mean, just amazing guys. You know, Tom is rising. You got Marcelo and Tim who are closing in on 1 million in gains. So despite being the face, I'm actually not even the biggest trader, right? These guys are using massive size. They're very confident. They're very competent. And we're all trading this hyper scalping style. And so you guys can get multiple perspectives of the classes. All right. Again, this is what it means to be a part of this beautiful service. Let me open up this page here. Am I on single screen, by the way? Okay, I am. Good. Let me open up this other page. I have a student account that I can show you guys. Is it this one? Okay, I think it is. Let me just make sure everything is good here. Merciless Markets. And so when it comes to a guy like Tim, all right, and we can open up triads as well. So when it comes to these guys, right, you got Tim. If I want to see how Tim has been doing every day the last couple of weeks, I can come here and I can see. He had a red day yesterday, and we can check it out to see all the areas where we can improve, right? How do we get caught to end up being red? We can check it out. The big green days the day before plus 3,600. There's a huge green day here plus 5,500, right? And so forth. And every single day this is uploaded, so you can come and check out, his videos. This is the beautiful thing about the classes, right? You bump up the HD, and this one has commentary, which is great. And boom, you come and you get down with Tim as he walks you through how he's making his gains. It's the beautiful thing about MMU. So shout out to Tim, and likewise with Triad, right? We can check out Triad's archive. Just yesterday, a nice day of plus 400, right? We can bump up the HD, come in here, check out how he did, where he bought, where he sold, etc. Right? So it's not just my recording. It's not just Marcel's recording. There's the other guys as well, right? And this is the beautiful thing about the classes, the chapters, and us being transparent. There's no hiding. There's no, there's no trickery. Because I understand how there's so many people who are like trading. Sometimes they might even be live streaming, but then news comes out, hey, this person is not real. That stuff is happening quite frequently, and it gives the community quite the stain, which is why I'll talk like this here, because again, I'm very proud of what we're doing, right? We're as real as it gets, and part of what we do here is giving back. And the sweepstake that we're running right now, spinning this giant wheel that I'm gonna pull up here and show you guys. This is a part of what we do when it comes to giving back, right? Actually, well, man, I gotta get all the names again from Discord. Not Discord, from the classes. But anyhow, I can create a makeshift wheel for now. I gotta import the names again. But I mean, it's a massive wheel we're gonna have because there's so many um traders, right? And we're doing 5 times the entry for gold members. But yeah, right? Just imagine this wheel being spin, right? All the students, their names are on here. It's going to be on here, and we're gonna see who the winner is, right? For the Miami trip. For those of you who might not know, we meet up. If you want to say there's like a, how do I describe it? There's a core group of people in the chat room who we hang out with in person, right? So we're gonna meet up again. We just call it a team house. We're gonna meet up again and we're gonna have a good time. We've done this, I believe, 4 or 5 times already. New York, we did New York, we did New Jersey, we did Vegas, we did California. What else did we do? And you know, we've decided, and shout out to Save, one of the team house members. We've decided to invite a student with us every single time now because it makes sense, right? And we'll take care of your flights. We'll take care of your stay, and you can come hang out with us and have a good time, right? Learn, grow, and shout out to Will, who was one of the. Shout out to Crispy Trades as well. Shout out to Will, who was one of the students who, here he is, who won the last raffle to come hang out with us. Jorge, we didn't really do a New York vlog because it was so short, right? We did a 4-day trip rather than a 7-day. And we had a lot of things to do then, going to the exchange and so forth. So we're going to be spinning the wheel again. We're going to be spinning the wheel and we're going to determine the winner. So tomorrow, by, let's see, we're probably going to do it early. Maybe 1, 2 p.m. the latest. We're going to go in there. We'll be live. And you guys will see. It's pretty nerve-wracking. It's pretty anxious. But, you know, the number one thing is to remember is that we're going to be doing these things all the time. So even if you don't win, right, because there can only be one winner, there's going to be more opportunities, right? And there's going to be more giveaways. This is us at Hell's Kitchen in Vegas. The steak was amazing. It really was. Steak was great. Steak was amazing. For those of you in the chat room, you can head over to the YouTube channel. I've stopped streaming here, but yeah. The good thing with the Vegas trip is that there was this conference slash charity called Traders for a Cause, you know, and I mean, what they did was pretty amazing, right? It's all about giving back, and we met all these big time YouTubers, by the way, right? Lance at SMB Capital. There's a Humble Trader. Who else did we meet? We met Steven Ducks. He did a presentation at the New York event. So, you know, it's a pretty cool thing here, man. So this is what it's all about. Marcelo with the magnetic smile. Humble Trader, man. Humble Trader is kind of short. Will has his eyes closed for whatever reason. And you got Calamity, one of the Team House members as well. It's going down, man. It's going down. This next trip, we went all out and we really have a resort. I don't want to call it a hotel. I don't want to call it a mansion. We have a resort. It has a soccer field, a basketball court, a tennis court. There's like 15 rooms. There's a movie theater. We honestly don't even need to go out to have a good time. Like, I mean, it's massive, right? There's like 4 jacuzzis or something crazy too. You know, and we're gonna be on the beach, so it's gonna be a good time. Yes, we maybe we, you know, part of why we also went so crazy is that Tim Sykes had called us out at one point. We made a video just for good fun, and it's all in good fun. But we made a video calling out Tim Sykes, and he made a response. I do not have the videos on hand. I need to save them at some point and put it in a folder, so whenever I make this reference, I can pull it up. But he called us out, and we're upping our game. Let's just say that, right? We're upping our game. So, yeah, all of this is me saying that we do give back to our community, right? In the form of sweepstakes. Of course, the main the main meat and potatoes of what we do is in the classes, it's in the chapters. That's ultimately where we're going to be giving back the most ever, right? And it's in the community, right? Having a group of like-minded individuals who are working towards a similar cause, right? This is what it's all about. Being a part of a team, being a part of a team, being a part of a community where people are holding each other accountable, and we're all being firm, working towards our goals, right? Some people are trading because they want extra income. They need extra income. Some people are looking for some savings, right? Retirements, things like that. And the good thing is that the market is here and there's opportunity. And so if we can keep pushing every day, slowly and steadily, then it's possible that we can see progress. I think for all of us, we understand that it's not guaranteed. But when it comes to business, all we need to know as entrepreneurs is that there's a chance, and that it's proven, and that it's something that's working, and that there's consistency to it. When I started, that's kind of what got me into it too, right? Seeing that there's traders out there, right? You got all these big time traders. I just mentioned Tim Sykes, right? There's Humble Trader, there's the Ross Camerons, there's the Rickies. I don't know any of these people personally, but seeing them put out videos and talking about what they did and how they're doing, and these type of things are motivating, man. And it's not just with trading, but there's so many other fields, right? Whether it's real estate and I mean, just millions of businesses out there. I recently saw something with a guy with a cleaning company. Even yesterday, a guy with a dog walking company doing 3K a day, right? There's so many different ways, but for us as entrepreneurs, I think that's the number one thing that gets people here, is understanding that there's a chance, and they're seeing us do it. Myself, Tom, Tim, and Marcelo, right? So we're gonna be here every day. We're gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here the next day, next week, next month, next year, and so forth and so forth. Until the market ceases to exist, if that's even possible. So we're gonna be here. So yeah, and you guys can utilize coupon code Miami, right, in honor of the Miami trip. Where's the window? You guys can utilize coupon code Miami at checkout for 40% off. So it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. Good luck to all the students. But this is where I'm gonna shut it down. It's been a good day. We did get back 50% of the gains, but sometimes it's just so risky. We did size down, and even with small size, you can lose a lot very quickly, especially when there's a lot of volatility. But we gave ourselves a legit chance. The trade out of the resumption, I thought it was a good trade. We just didn't get the follow through all the way up to 550. Right, we got long at 515 on the resumption, looking for the push. So upwards and onwards, even for those of you who might have ended red today or might have had a tough time to this point, stay focused, stay locked in. Do not lose your discipline. Do not give in to over trading or revenge trading, but move forward with a clear mind. And remember, if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands, right? Let's keep chasing our greatness. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I've been ranting here for too long. Stay safe, stay green, enjoy the weekend. Do not obsess over trading. And I'll see you guys next time. All right. On Monday, we'll be back bright and early For those of you in MMU, there will be a Q&A on Sunday. I believe Marcelo's gonna lead the Q&A. If not, we'll probably reach out to Tim or Tom and let one of those guys take it this week. But yeah, it's been a good one, and I'll catch you guys later. Stay safe, stay green. Next time. It's been Relentless Trader, and I am, of course, signing out. Hit that thumbs up as you're exiting.